Hello each and every one of you out there. I of course am the Dance Alive Dancer. And this is my second video I'm going to do on this. And we're going to be talking about the flat earth again tonight a little bit. Just a little bit here. I've got my globe right here, which you people may or may not believe that this is the earth. Because this is not the earth. If you know what I mean. This here is not the earth. And I tend to prove it. Well, I'm going to put the evidence out there and you can speak for yourself. And there's been a lot of controversy about the flat earth and the round earth. This is not the earth right here. This is not the earth. This is not the earth. Flat is the earth. Why is it flat? Well, you sit there and you look at the top of this right here. There's a lot of reasons for this. But logic would point it out, you know what I mean? And I did a lot of study on this, and I belong to the Flat Earth Society and several other Flat Earth Societies. And if this was you're standing right up here on top of this earth right here, if you know what I mean, and you sit there and I want you to think about this. You're sitting up here on the top of this here, you know what I mean? This is you, this is your head, so to speak. Now how, you tell me how, given this is the earth, okay? Now how you walk like this on the side of this thing upside down here to Australia, or Antarctica down here. Now you tell me how that you could be upside down here in Antarctica. A lot of people out there saying, okay, well, it's gravity. Gravity holds you to the earth. At least that's the theory. To be honest, I don't believe it's gravity either. But okay, I'll throw you that bonus in there, gravity. But you're still going to be upside down. There's no way. Take a look at this. This is round. And pick up a baseball, pick up a basketball, any round object you have. And you sit there and you picture that this earth is no different than the big one we're supposed to be on. Okay? And how can you put something upside down? If you put the United States here, it's upside down right here. See this? Upside down? How come we're not upside down? How come the rivers are not flowing upside down? How come the creeks and the ground and all the buildings, how is it going to be upside down? I mean, you look at this is silly. If you show this to a kid that wasn't indoctrinated to believe that this was the earth, you know what, they'd be laughing at you. This ain't no earth. This is not the earth. I don't know what else I can say to get you to believe that, but this is not the earth. This is an illusion. This is what they want you to believe. If you know what I mean. The earth is not this. This is not the earth. The earth is flat. Always has been. Always will be. This doesn't even make sense. You ever been on an airplane? You take an airplane ride. And okay, what happened? You go on an airplane ride, you know, straight, without any course correction. You'd go out into space, right? They'd have to constantly make course correction here like this. And another thing, okay, you got the North Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean and all this stuff. If this was upside down like this, the water would be flying everywhere. Not to mention, they claim the earth is spinning like this on top of that. You know what I mean? If this was spinning 1,000 miles an hour like they claim it is, the water would be flowing out. And don't tell me that stuff about gravity. Gravity. Do you feel the earth spinning right now? Do you feel anything? Can you prove that the earth is spinning? Can you prove that this is happening? I grant you this is not real. This is not the earth. The earth is flat. Like this. And it only makes sense if you sit there and do the logic and the math. Because there's no way that this could be the earth, because the buildings would be upside down. You would be hanging on the other side of the earth upside down. That right there should tell you that this isn't the earth. Not to mention the water upside down. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when you ever put some water in a bucket? Do it. Put water in a bucket and turn it upside down and find out what happens to it. And that's with gravity. Okay? If the earth is spinning like this, making gravity, the water ain't going to go this way. It's going to go this way. I've researched this stuff. You're here up on top of the world like this. Okay, if you're up here, you're fine. You go down here, what? The building's going to be sideways? You really need to think of this. You need to do some research. I'm not putting this video on here as a joke. I'm not laughing because you want to know something? I don't even have all the answers, but I do know one thing. This ain't the Earth. This isn't real. This is what NASA tells you. You know what I mean? This is not real. This is not the Earth. I did another video about this. I don't know how to sit there and I can prove this. You can take and go out into space. You know what I mean? Your space out there. Don't listen to me. You know what I mean? Go out into space out there. Take a ship and go out into space and find out what you find out. And if I'm wrong, you know what I mean? In fact, I'll put a ledger out there. I'll give anyone that can prove that the Earth is round $100. Because you want to know something, you can't do it. Now, I'm not talking about pictures. I'm not talking about globes. I'm not talking about videos. Hey, I can fake all the videos you want and put you on Mars and make the Earth square if I want to. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you take me and prove it to me that the Earth is round. Prove it to me. What beyond a reasonable doubt. You know, and I'm talking about showing me this stuff or videos on a computer or NASA or any of that stuff, any mathematics. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. Every bit of that can be faked. You prove it to me beyond a reasonable doubt that the Earth is flat, and I'll give you $100. Because you want to know something, honey? You can't do it. You cannot do it. Because it's flat. You cannot prove it's flat. And I'm talking about, don't show me a photo. Don't come up with a piece of paper with a photo on it. Or NASA or any of this stuff. You take me and show me that it's round. And I'll say I'm sorry and I'll close this whole thing up and quit. Because you can't do it. Can you? You cannot do it. Other people have put this same challenge on there. You prove it to me and you know what? I'll pay you some money for it. Because you can't prove it to me. But I'm going to prove to you that it's flat. Because you simply get to think like a child. Make yourself think like a 10-year-old child again. If you know what I mean. If you showed this to a 10-year-old child right here that didn't know anything about the world or anything about anything before you indoctrinated it to believe in what you believe, they'd look at this and they'd laugh you off the stage. Because they say, this ain't the Earth. The Earth is flat. And I think deep down you know that it's flat. You need to stop believing these lies that NASA and all these people are telling you. This is not the Earth. I can prove this is not the Earth. Can you prove that this is the Earth? Can you prove that this is the Earth? If you can, hey, I'm all open. I'm all ears and I'm all eyes. If you can prove this is the Earth, what did I told you to? If you cannot, maybe you need to start thinking about what I'm telling you. Because, you see this table right here? This is the Earth. It's flat. There's no way that you could turn somebody upside down. You know what I mean? If you turn this upside down on the other side of this world right here, there's no way that gravity could turn down to up. You show me how that could be done. I'd like to know how that's done. Anybody out there scientists out there, anybody wants to explain to me how you could be upside down and it still be right side up. You tell me how it is, because I'll pay you some money for it if you tell me that one, because it's going to be nonsense. And I don't even have to tell me, you're going to have to prove it to me too, because I don't believe you. If you tell me how you could be on the other side of this world, upside down, and still be right side up, I'll give you an award. Because, honey, you can't do it. Science is science is science. You can't make down, you can't change it to up. Think about it. Think about this. This is the world? Really? Did you ever think about this here? Take a basketball, or a baseball, or any kind of a ball, and do the math. If you think this is the world, ask yourself how the people on the other side of this, how come the buildings are not upside down? You know what I mean by that? Upside down? Upside down? Like this? And then you sit there and think about this, you're going to laugh at this. Because this isn't the Earth. This is hogwash. NASA's lying to you. And there ain't no gravity by doing this. The water is going to spin off. You know what I mean? It's going to be all over the place. You're going to feel this. You know what I mean? This is crap. If you know what I mean. This isn't the Earth. This is phony. This is not the Earth right here. The Earth is flat. I don't know how else I have to prove it, because I'm offering you a challenge. If you can prove to me that this is the Earth, I'll never say another word about it. And I'll give you $100. Because, honey, you can't do it. Thank you, and good night. And this is another informational video from the one and only The Dance of Life. Have a good night.